Okay, Chris, that was fantastic. Great class today. All right, you're getting a lot better, more confident in what you're doing. Everything is fitting really well. You've always been a great player. Don't get me wrong, always been a great player. I'm just noticing like a lot of cool tricks that it's just adding to your arsenal. And believe me, you sound amazing, man. You just if you have the time, just keep going through stuff until it's like muscle memory. I guarantee you, you'll be able to sit and play with whoever leads solo work. So, having said that, I just wanted to focus on certain little subtle things. The tension notes is going to help you with your chromatic notes when you do whatever genre. But specifically, we're working on the gypsy jazz. Work on that, you'll get it. You'll really get it. So the tension notes. Let's say we're working in a pentatonic. Let's do the a pentatonic. The thing that came to me when we were doing our class today is I think what would help you most for now is regarding the tension notes and the chromatics, stay in the one position, the one basic position that we always did from the first day, where it's the 5/8, 5/7, 5/7, 5/7. That one, stay in that spot and work on the tension notes first. Your tension note would have been for the A pentatonic. One of the tension notes is a D sharp. So if you work on the D sharp, you're going to realize that you're going to be expanding on the fretboard. When you do that, wherever you play, that's going to really help for your comfort level and your confidence in knowing what the moods are that you want to kind of, bring out when you're playing. You'll be able to express the ideas a little bit more with more confidence when you're playing. So what I mean by that is if you have a D sharp, look for the D sharp before and after your basic position. So your D sharp is here, right? Your D sharp's here. You have a D sharp here, and you have a D sharp there. And you just play around with like different ideas that you can use, like. And then you have this one right there. And you can add your chromatics in there, right? You can do like little things. So there's a lot of different things there. If you notice, when I find that tension note, I'm kind of, even though I want to stay in the one spot, I find myself all over the place. When you get that tension note and you make something happen with the tension note, that's part of your signature expression. You'll get that confidence, and you'll kind of know what you want to say wherever you are on your guitar, right? So I would just kind of look for those tension notes everywhere. Like there's got a tension note here, right? So, right. Right. So there's a lot of cool things you could do. I did an A sharp there, but it's there. You can, that's part of it. You just have to, like, when you're doing those tension notes, just know whatever you hit, it's going to be, as far as a tension note, it's going to be in between the notes of the actual scale itself. The shore notes that are part of that scale, the concrete structure, it's gonna be in between the structure, right? So you just have to kind of, you don't want to end on a tension note. You want to end on that tension note is going to take you to the note of that scale. You see what I mean? All right. So in doing that, play around with those the chromatics as well. Expand on it by working on the chromatics. So you're going to hit everything, but just make sure, like you did in class, like you know how to do the octaves there. You have the high octave, the middle octave, and you have the low octave. So you just play around with your phrases that way. All right. And after you do a phrase, like if you're going, so what I mean by this is like if you're doing something that like a phrase that has a lot of chromatics in it, right? Follow it with the phrase that doesn't really have any tension notes in it. Okay, so chromatics, notes as far as tension notes, and make it make sense when you hit the tension notes by following it up with notes that are in the scale. Then you could do chromatic phrases and follow it up with phrases that have little or no tension notes in it. That way, what's going on with the ears is like you're not getting too abstract to the point where you're going to lose the audience, right? So you want to provide the abstract in a sense, but you want to control that. So if the phrase has a lot of chromatics in it, follow with the phrase that has little or no chromatics with it, right? If you're hitting tension notes are in between the notes of the actual scale. So that's the mindset you want to have. Okay, and we went over like those things for like the jazz. We did the 5/8. We did that one, and then we went backwards on it, and then right? Yeah. You can do something in there too. There's a lot of things you can do, but work on the slides. You know, when you slide into the notes, you can do that. You can work techniques, but just bring it back. Right? Anything else? No, nothing else. Oh, just continue working on the. And just do your best. You really had it. After a while, you had that gypsy jazz progression going for Autumn Leaves. Excellent. Just keep working on that. Everything else, excellent, man. So I hope you can use these tidbits of information. And I can't wait to see what you're going to do on next Monday. All right, man. So if you have any comments or any questions or anything like that, just send me an email. Leave a comment below. All right. Thanks a lot. God bless.